Ever been watching a movie so scary you're practically wearing your popcorn, and then you just burst out laughing? Sounds wild, right? But believe it or not, sometimes the most blood-curdling horror flicks hide these little gems of pure, intentional comedy. Okay, let's hit pause on the jump scares for a minute. We're going to explore those brilliant, sometimes easy-to-miss scenes where filmmakers sneak in a nervous chuckle right when you're bracing for terror. And hey, we're not talking about horror comedies here. These are your straight-up, keep-you-up-at-night scary movies that somehow manage to weave in a laugh when you least expect it. So, maybe grab that security blanket and let us count down the top 10 funniest moments in terrifying horror movies you might have actually missed. Number 10. The Clown Car Coffin, Beetlejuice 1988. Alright, kicking things off is a classic moment from Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. Now, the whole movie definitely has that dark comedy vibe, but the scene where this ridiculously tiny coffin pops open and an impossible number of ghoulish characters spill out, that's pure slapstick genius. It's a visual gag that mixes the macabre with the mirthful perfectly, and it really sets the tone for the kind of humor we're looking at today. Number 9. The Zombie Plan Shaun of the Dead 2004. Next up, at number 9, we've got a recurring bit from the fantastic Shaun of the Dead. As the zombie apocalypse starts too. Well, apocalypti, Shaun and Ed keep coming up with plans to survive. Each strategy gets more and more absurd, but they always end with, go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for all this to blow over. It's such a great send-up of horror movie logic and that classic British pub culture, giving you a good laugh even when things look seriously grim. Number 8. The Rules of Surviving a Horror Movie. Scream, 1996. Sliding into number 8 is Randy Meek's legendary monologue from Scream. This movie totally revitalized the slasher genre with its super meta commentary, and Randy passionately listing the rules to survive a horror movie is a real highlight. It's so brilliantly self-aware, making fun of all those horror cliches while, at the same time, actually cranking up the tension for what's about to go down. Number 7. The Clown Parade. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, 1988. At number 7, it's the sheer, wonderful absurdity of the clown parade in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Look, this film is a cult classic for a solid reason. The sight of these grotesque alien clowns just marching through town, zapping people into cotton candy cocoons with ray guns, it's the stuff of nightmares soar, but it's also a masterclass in schlocky, deliberate humor. It's so over the top, you just can't help but laugh at the colorful, cosmic carnage. Number 6. We're Not Murderers. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, 2010. Our 6th spot belongs to the hilariously misunderstood duo in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. The whole movie is basically one giant, bloody comedy of errors. But the absolute peak of frustration and humor is when Tucker and Dale, these two completely harmless hillbillies, are trying to explain to the police that the college kids are just, well, accidentally killing themselves in increasingly gruesome ways all over their property. Their genuine confusion in the face of all the gore is just comedic gold. Number 5. Chainsaw Dance. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 1986. Breaking into our top 5, here's a moment that takes a truly terrifying icon and makes him, well, theatrical. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Leatherface's chainsaw isn't just his go-to weapon. It's practically his dance partner. The scene where he bizarrely dances with his roaring chainsaw is so ridiculously over the top, it loops right back around into dark comedy. It's this strange, almost celebratory jig of pure madness. Number 3. This Is My Boomstick. Army of Darkness. 1992. Taking the bronze medal is another unforgettable line from the Evil Dead universe, specifically Army of Darkness. When Ash Williams introduces his very out-of-place shotgun to a crowd of totally bewildered medieval peasants, his grand declaration, "This is my boomstick," is just pure, unadulterated camp. The sheer bravado and the absolute absurdity of the situation. It perfectly captures the film's unique mix of horror, action, and slapstick. Number 2. Groovy. Army of Darkness. 1992. Just missing out on that top spot. At number 2, we've got another iconic Ash Williams moment from the same film, Army of Darkness. After he successfully attaches a chainsaw to his severed arm stump, creating his signature weapon, of course, Ash just delivers a deadpan. Groovy. It's short, it's cool, and it's utterly ridiculous. That line has become legendary among horror comedy fans, perfectly summing up his character and the film's awesome tone. Number 1. Ash vs. His Own Hand. Evil Dead 2, 1987. And the number 1 funniest moment in a terrifying horror movie is the legendary battle between Ash and his own possessed hand in Evil Dead 2. This scene is an absolute masterpiece of slapstick horror. Bruce Campbell's Ash goes through this relentless, almost Looney Tunes-esque assault from his own limb. It's smashing plates over his head, laughing maniacally, and even flips him the bird. He finally chops the offending hand off with a chainsaw, only for it to keep on rampaging. He caps it all by trapping the hand under a bucket, weighed down by a copy of Hemingway's A Farewell to Arms, a brilliant little literary gag. It's gory, it's super inventive, and it's just hilariously unhinged. So, why do these bits of intentional humor land so well when we are right in the middle of being terrified? A lot of the time, it's because they give us a much-needed release from all that tension. Films like Scream use meta-humor and satire to poke fun at horror tropes, making us laugh with the film, not just at the scares. Then you've got the power of good old slapstick. And physical comedy, like Ash's fight with his hand or all those chaotic misunderstandings in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. The exaggerated action creates this wild contrast with the potential for real horror, somehow making both the frights and the fun even better. And there you have it. 10 times horror movies made us laugh on purpose, right before scaring the living daylights out of us. What are your favorite funny moments in terrifying horror films? Did we miss any absolute gems? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little trip to the lighter side of darkness, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more explorations into the world of cinema, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. From self-aware killers to heroes, literally battling their own body parts, these moments really show that even in the most chilling stories, a well-placed laugh can make the whole experience that much more memorable. Thanks for watching, and until next time, try not to have nightmares that are too funny.